What is going on, guys? Fitcho here, and welcome back to the Fitcho Career. It is round number 16, the Russian Grand Prix, and that means we're getting very close to the end of this season. We have 4 races left, including this one, so we're getting to the very serious, pointy end of the championship, and we are now 1 point ahead of our new teammate, Daniel Ricciardo, I believe, after Japan, and the title race at the front between the two Mercedes is really hotting up. I think there's only 5 or 7 points between them, and they've just had a collision in the previous race in Japan, so there's going to be a serious battle going on at the front. But in the last few races, I've been toying with them a bit, just messing with them with that little championship battle and getting in the way of them. We have won the last 3 races in a row. Can we make it 4 on the trot here? I'm not too sure. Now, Russia is a track I quite like to drive, especially the middle sector. I really like the flowing sort of third gear right and left handers that are all about 9 degrees. That's a really nice sector to drive, and I quite like this track, but I'm really not too sure how we're going to go. This is a bit of a power circuit. There are some very fast sections of this track, but there's also some slow sections and sections that require high downforce, like any track, but I think it might not be the best track for our car, but I quite like it, so I'm optimistic about our chances here in Russia. So hopefully we can make it 4 wins on the trot, but I guess we'll find out. But if you do enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button, and if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, and let's jump into qualifying for the Russian Grand Prix. So here we are in qualifying. We're about to start our first flying lap of the session. Just a little summary of practice. I only went out on the prime tyres. This is the first time I've been out on the option tyres, and with my prime tyre run, I was actually faster than our teammate Daniel Ricciardo was on the options, and I was 2 seconds off the Mercedes who were on the option. So we're probably about a second off the Mercedes at this stage at a guess, but we are definitely a lot faster than our teammate. But our time, assuming about a 1 or 0.8 second delta between the tyres, we would have been 3rd fastest in that practice session. Best of the rest, that was for sure. But here we are in qualifying. We'll push on. First time on the option tyres. The car feels quite nice. This is the sector I really quite like. I like all these next few corners. We'll see how we go in qualifying. Hopefully P3. I'll be happy with the top 3, but I'll be even happier being on the front row. But I think P3 is a realistic target.
You seem to be losing time in Sector 3.
Yes, get in! Another pole position. What a lap. I was really happy with that lap. But look how close it is between me and Nico Rosberg. 0.013 of a second. A very close qualifying session at the front of the field. So it's going to be an all-German front row for the Russian Grand Prix. Then you got Lewis Hamilton in 3rd, 2/10 off his teammate, and then you got Daniel Ricciardo, who was 4/10 off me in 4th place. But a great qualifying session for us, another pole position. Let's jump into the Russian Grand Prix. Hopefully we can hold on to the lead off the start, but with our starts in F1 2015, the amount of wheel spin we get, and the long run down to turn 1 here in Russia, I highly doubt we'll be able to hold on to 1st place by the time we get to turn 1, but maybe under the brakes I might be able to try a sort of dive bomb maneuver sort of thing up the inside of both Mercedes, because I'm gonna guess they're probably both gonna get past me off the start, but I guess we'll find out. Let's jump into the Russian Grand Prix. Here we are on the grid in Russia at the very front yet again. Let's have a look at the race strategy. Looks like it's only going to be a one-stop race here in Russia. We'll be pitting around lap 12 or 13 for some prime tires and going to the end for the 27-lap Russian Grand Prix. But let's jump into it. Can we hold onto the lead on the first lap? Will we be able to get the Mercedes back down into turn number 1? Because it's almost a guarantee we're going to lose it off the line. They're going to get past us. It always happens on this game. But will we be able to get back in front of them by the end of lap 1? Will we be able to get 4 wins in a row? I guess we'll find out. Without further ado, let's jump into the Russian Grand Prix. Here we are on the grid in Russia. We've got 4 lights, 5 lights. Lights out, and away we go. We're going to try and move across to the right as much as we can, but Rosberg is already past us, and so is Hamilton on the outside, and that looks like a Williams. I'm going to guess, is that Massa? It looks like 19, so that'll be Felipe Massa on our outside as we head down into turn number 1, and Hamilton is attempting a move on Nico Rosberg, but he cannot make it stick. Rosberg has taken the lead of the race from Lewis Hamilton, and we are in 3rd. Felipe Massa is in 4th. We're going to go right around the outside. Can we hold it into turn number 4? And we make the move stick on Lewis Hamilton. So we're back up into 2nd place. But now we need to get past Nico Rosberg, which is going to be a challenge as they have that Mercedes engine. We had to dispatch of Lewis Hamilton quite quickly, which we have done. But we've got to hope he can't get back at us. We need to get right onto the back of Nico Rosberg. We don't get the best run through that corner, but hopefully we can. We definitely have the speed here, as we've seen in qualifying. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. You're going to have to go to the outside, Lewis. I'm not giving you the inside. As we head down to this very, very tricky corner, we're going to look back up his inside, and we make the move stick. Or don't really make the move stick. We hold on to the position, I should say, but this is just letting Nico Rosberg get away. So for the interest of both me and Lewis should just hang behind us and let us try and catch him. Us battling is not what either of us want right now. We need to catch him, not battle. Here comes Lewis Hamilton. You're going to have to go to the outside, Lewis. We head down into turn number 1. And he's going to try and hang it around our outside, but I'm just going to slam that door shut in his face. Oh God, Hamilton is just giving me a tap as I was defending. I moved right across to the right hand side, but he tried to keep going and just gave me a tap. But he couldn't get the move done, and both of us are fine. I think his front wing's fine, so no damage done. There goes Lewis Hamilton. Like, literally nothing I could do. I couldn't even fight back there. It was so quick down the straight. I think he had rich revs from what Jeff has been telling me, but my tires are starting to really go off now. And we're still 5 or so laps from my pit stop. So I'm thinking I might have to actually swap out the strategy for a 2-stop. Rosberg is pitting at the end of lap 8. My tires are shot. I am going to follow the German into the pit lane. And in we go. End of lap 8. I assume they'll put us on options. And this is us covering off Rosberg at the same time as changing our strategy. This is what we sort of want to do. But they've actually put us on prime tires. I wonder what Rosberg's gone to. I will guess option tires. It looks like we'll be doing a 2-stop. We'll go back onto the options towards the end of the race, because we were meant to do this stop in another 3 or 4 laps time, so we are a little bit early. but the tyre wear was not allowing us to go the full sort of strategy, the one stop that the team wanted us to do, so we had to sort of change it up a little bit there. So we have gone to the prime tyre for our middle stint, so yeah, Rosberg is on the option, so it's going to be interesting. We're on the slower tyre for now, but we'll be on the faster tyre at the end of the race. I didn't really have a chance to sort of tell the team what tyre I wanted to go on to, because I was thinking of doing another lap and then pitting, and then I saw Rosberg come in and it sort of just jumped straight into the pits from it. Okay, Daniel has crashed into a wall, or another driver by the sounds of things, and damaged his front wing, which is not good for the team. Okay, I think Hamilton has pitted as he has dropped down into 3rd place. But he is pitted at the end of lap 12, so he must be on the originally planned one-stop strategy. So it's going to be interesting how this filters out at the end of the race. So all 3 cars in the top 3 are on alternate strategies here. Both me and Rosberg are on 2 stops, but I am doing my prime stint in the middle. He will be doing his at the end, and then Hamilton, who's on a one-stop strategy. So it's going to be interesting how this all filters out and plays out once we get to the end of the race. Hopefully it works in our favour, but I'm not too optimistic. I would have preferred to be on the option tyre in this stint. Oh, here comes Lewis Hamilton up our outside. And we're going to hold on to 2nd place for now. But he has made what I'm going to guess is his one and only stop of this race. And now he is right behind us. And we still have a stop to make. So it's going to be a challenge to catch up a full 20-second or 20-something second pit stop. But we will be on some fresh option tyres, which are a lot quicker. I think he should be on prime tyres now. But here he comes with the DRS.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
What the fuck just happened? You've got to be kidding me. What actually just happened? What are you doing, Lewis Hamilton? Oh my god, you're kidding me! You have got to be fucking kidding me, Lewis. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Fuck off. No. Oh, fuck's sake. This unfucking believable. What the fuck are you doing, Lewis? Like, what the actual fuck? What are you doing? Why? All of a sudden, do you come over like that and clip me? That's not even the turning point. That's way before you even turn into that corner. What are you doing, Lewis? What are you doing? I've moved my car over to defend my position. I was giving you the outside to go round my outside at turn number 1, this sort of kink. But no, then you try to go up my inside when I'm parked in the middle of the track, a very wide track, to say that just... And then you swerve across my rear, tap me, and I'm spun in the fucking wall. And, yep, that's all over for me. Race over. No fault of my own. Fuck. Fuck's sake. Man, what the fuck? Safe to say I'm rather pissed off after that. We were going to get a podium. We were pretty much a guaranteed podium in that situation. Maybe not the win, maybe not second. We're probably on the worst strategy of the 3, but we're going to at least get a podium, 15 points. But now we're going to get nothing. Let's have a look on board with Lewis Hamilton. Oops. He's coming up to the corner. Look where he's turned in. Let's just look at it. He's going to end up in the wall on the inside. So what is he doing? When you have such a clear road on the outside, I have moved over, stating my intention pretty clearly. I want the inside line to this little kink. I want him to go on the outside. There's so much space on the outside, but no, he turns in now. Look at that. Where he's turning, he's going to hit the wall, so he's clearly not turning into the corner. And then he just taps our rear end. I really don't know what the hell Lewis Hamilton is doing there. And then smash, we go into the wall. Absolutely nothing we could do. That's just right on board with ourselves. We're coming out of the final corner, and then we move over to the right there. So we're now in the middle of the track. There is a lot of space to our left for Lewis Hamilton to go into. That's what we were pretty much doing. Blocking off the first corner because he was coming at us very fast. I thought he was going to go to our left. And then we just get tapped and turned around. Absolutely nothing we can do. I don't know what to say. I really do not know what to say. We've just been taken out by Lewis Hamilton. Let's just have a look from this sort of chase cam. You'll see Lewis Hamilton just come across and put us into the wall there. It was just, I don't know, he's trying to get to our inside or something. I don't know, but he's not going to get to, if he goes to our inside, imagine he was a little bit further back, he'd go to our inside, he would struggle to then make that corner. I have no idea what Lewis Hamilton is thinking, and he's just taking us out of the race. Unbelievable. Oh, man. Well, that's race over, I guess. Let's just have a look at this one more time. Just out of interest, we'll play this. We'll get rid of that. And here you can see we're coming down. I have made my intentions clear, and we just get smashed into the wall. Oh, boy. I don't know what to say about that, but I am rather pissed off, and that's our race over. Retire from session. Oh, far out. Yeah, put the visor down. You don't want to talk to anyone. They can all fuck off.
Another great drive from Nico Rosberg. Sees the German bring his
there you go.
first place.
Nico Rosberg has won the race from Lewis Hamilton, who doesn't even get a warning for that collision. Great game. He doesn't get a warning for taking another driver out of the race. Are you kidding me? Oh boy. I don't know what to say about that. But there you go. Nico Rosberg has won the Russian Grand Prix from Lewis Hamilton. Undeservingly still on the podium. Should have been... Fuck. I should have been on that podium. There's no real question about it. I was going to be on that podium. We were so far ahead of the trailing pack. It was just a matter of I was going to be first, second, or third. Which step I was going to be on. But Lewis Hamilton decides I'm not going to be on any step at all today. So, yep, here we are. If we scroll down, there we go. Did not finish. So, yeah, let's just run through the results, I guess. Rosberg wins from Hamilton. Then Bottas getting a podium. Making the best of the rest after our misfortune. He takes the final step on the podium. Then you got Kimi Räikkönen, Bottas, and Räikkönen close. Again, on track in Russia, it looks like. Alright, well, actually not close on track. They were 10 seconds apart, but you know what I'm getting at. Bottas and Räikkönen close on track. Then you got Fernando Alonso in 5th, Felipe Massa down in 6th, and Jenson Button, Nico Hülkenberg, Sergio Perez, and Jean-Eric Vergne. So our old teammate is actually in the points, and Daniel Ricciardo is not. So Jean-Eric Vergne has beaten Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo has had a shocking race. He's splitting the Toro Rossos, and outside the points close, you got Daniel Ricciardo, Daniel Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen, Romain Grosjean, Jules Bianchi, Pastor Maldonado, Esteban Gutierrez, Kamui Kobayashi, Adrian Sutil, Max Chilton, Marcus Ericsson, and then of course we did not finish the race. But that's no points at all for Red Bull Racing in this race, when we should have had at least 15. That's a very, very disappointing result. I'm pretty peeved about that. I don't know what to say. I moved my car to the inside to defend the inside line as you head into that fast kink. He was coming so quickly, I wanted him on my outside. I moved across pretty early. I made my intentions very, very clear. I moved across really early before he was within sort of a car length of us, before he was sort of trying to pull alongside us. Nothing dangerous about what I did. And then he was going to the outside, then he changed his mind too late and spun us into the wall. It's fucking ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I was just thinking about it. I'm in control of this championship and the points and everything. So, although Lewis Hamilton did not receive a penalty in-game for that incident, I think he definitely deserves one. So I'm going to put it to you guys. Let me know what penalty Lewis Hamilton deserves for that incident, and I'll let you know in the next episode what penalty I give him. Okay, so having a look at the championship standings, Nico Rosberg has extended his lead at the front of the pack to now 12 points over his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Now, of course, there is still a steward's investigation into Lewis Hamilton about this race, so he currently has 240 points, including the points from this race as of present, but with penalties, he may drop down a few points, but that won't affect his position in the championship standings. In third place is me, still 1 point ahead of my teammate Daniel Ricciardo, as neither of us scored points here in Russia. Then it's Valtteri Bottas and Felipe Massa. Bottas has got the upper hand on his teammates, 10 points more. And then you got Kimi Räikkönen and Fernando Alonso, the two Ferrari drivers, only 5 points separating them, but Kimi Räikkönen has the upper hand. Then you got Sebastian Vettel, who no longer has a seat in Formula 1. Then you've got the two McLarens with Jenson Button got the upper hand over Kevin Magnussen by quite a large margin, considering how many points the team has scored. Jenson Button has the advantage by 18 points. And if we have a look at the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes are a long way ahead with 492 points. Their nearest rival is Red Bull Racing with 351. In third place is Williams with 298. Then it's Ferrari with 257. Then in fifth place, Toro Rosso still ahead of McLaren with the bag of points that I scored for them early in the season. Then you got McLaren in sixth with 82 points. Only 6 points off Toro Rosso now, so we might see those two swapping places by the end of the season. Then you got Force India in 7th with 35 points. Then you got Sauber with 7 points, Lotus with 2 points, and then Marussia and Caterham with 1 point each. So every team has actually scored a point, but that is all for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed my misfortune and Lewis Hamilton losing his hand a little bit and making a interesting call as we headed down into turn 1 that resulted in me with 3 wheels on my wagon and a rather big dent in the front left, same with the wall. But let me know down below what penalty you think Lewis Hamilton deserves for that race, because I definitely think he deserves some form of penalty for that incident. I just think it was ridiculous what he did, taking me out of the race like that. I made my intentions very clear, and then he just turned in way too early. I wouldn't even call it turning into the corner, it happened so early. He tried to go to the inside, he was too close and spun me out, and resulted in me not finishing the race. So let me know what penalty he should receive, and I will put that into place and let you know at the next race. But that is all for today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.